Hello, parents, and welcome to the Back to School presentation for Hazel Grove Elementary School. I am Tiara Howard, and I will be your presenter for the next few moments. Some of the objectives for this presentation is to one, build knowledge on who we are and what our mission is here at Hazel Grove Elementary. We want to make sure that our families are well equipped and understand what our mission is here and how that applies to their students. Second, we want to orient our parents on the current demographics and academic achievement data of our students, and then present the initiatives and goals for the school year. So first, who are we? We are a K through 5th grade elementary school. So for our returning families, you already know this, but for those who are new to this system, we are a K through 5 school. We are also a Title I school, which means our school receives financial assistance based on the amount of low-income families that we serve. And our current enrollment is 100 or 503 students. So what's our mission? Our mission at Hazel Grove as Hazel Grove Hornets is to be critical thinkers who respect ourselves and others and are self-motivated to be lifelong learners. This is what we embed in our educators here in their understanding of what our school is. We embed this in our students. We embed this in our curriculum so that our students can feel successful and be contributors to the outside. Our demographic data is as such. We serve about a 49% African American, so about half of our population here is African American. Our next largest group of students are Hispanic. That's about a 25%. And then the rest is between white and other. Our other does come from Asian Pacific or Native American. We also have less than a 3% migrant population. That is a decrease of about 2% from 4 years ago, but we still have a migrant population. And we also have 23% of students who are ELL students. That's an increase over the past 4 years from about 21%. Additional demographic data is that we do serve about 76% of our students come from economically disadvantaged households. Those are our low income families, and that's really what helps us get our Title I funds in supporting your students and your families so that they can meet their academic goals. We also have about 11% of our students have some sort of disability, but a majority of our students do not. Here's our academic achievement data. So on the left, you'll see that we have data that comes from the state and district level, and you'll see on the right how our school compares. So for the state, we can see that the state scored about a 74% on their ELA and about a 77% in their math. In contrast to that, the district is performing on about a 49% level in math and a 49% level also in ELA. How Hazel Grove compares is that we are performing at about a 61% in ELA and a 58% in math. All of these percents show the number of students who are performing on grade level, not necessarily college ready, but they are performing on grade level and above. That goes all the way up to students who are scoring advanced on our studies. This information shows us that we are outperforming the district, which is something that we can celebrate. But we are still shy of meeting the state goals. If we were to break that achievement down into our subgroups, the largest subgroups that we have here at Hazel Grove are our free and reduced, our ELL students, our African American students, and our Hispanic students. Across the board, here is how they are performing on both the ELA and the math. Once again, these are the numbers of students who are performing on grade level, not college ready, but on grade level, and all the way up to our advanced students. So if we look at our free and reduced, Our free and reduced students are performing at about a 57% in ELA and then a 56% in math. Once again, they are reaching that goal past the district, but we're still shy of that state goal. Our ELL students are performing at a 59% on their ELA, which is a 5% increase from last year's data, and then about a 63% on math. Once again, these are outscoring the district, yet we are still falling behind in comparison to schools in the state. Our African American and Hispanic students are scoring as such. African American students are scoring about a 62% in ELA and a 55% in math, while our Hispanic students are scoring about a 67%, which is a 10% increase from last year, to their math, which is a 60%. Our Hispanic students are showing much more academic achievement in comparison to our African American students. So what does this data tell us? As we look through this data and we look at our demographics, there's a few things that pop out. Our ELA and our math on grade level and above grade level performance has dropped in 6 of our 8 subgroups. So the 2 subgroups that I mentioned, our ELL students in ELA had increased and our Hispanic students in ELA had increased, but no other subgroups had not. That's an alarming statistic for our school, knowing that our students, we want them to be successful not only outside of school but inside of school. And when we want to meet those benchmarks of, you know, being one and one with the state in their performance, those are things that we're starting to see a trend toward. Another thing that we're starting to see is that there is an increase in our Hispanic and ELL student populations. And that just comes from many different things. Many different families are moving into the neighborhood and choosing our school to have their students go to, and that's exciting. So some of our goals for this school year in regards to the data that we just seen is we need to do a serious inventory of our curriculum. Some questions that need to be researched are what in the current curriculum is working. We do see trends of students growing uh, in our ELA content, but we're not seeing the same performance in math. So what is working in ELA? And then in contrast to that, what is showing no signs of improvement? For that, we need to take a deeper look at and then ask that question of what are our options in regards to ELA and math curriculums? Is it something that we need teachers to rebuild? Is it something that we can purchase outside and bring it in? But first, we need to start taking inventory of what we already have and how we're going to fix that. Our second goal for this year, since we do have an increase in Hispanic and ELL students, is to provide support for ELL students. We see them doing some great work and we see them really um, putting in and getting the numbers for the hard work that they're doing over the year. And so we need to find that support. So for this year, we really want to focus on providing additional support and resources for ELL families. I'm really excited that we all got to get together and have this conversation and really flesh out some of those goals that we have for this school year. I'm really excited for this school year to begin, and I cannot wait to work with your families. Go Hornets!